Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've done a garage video. It's probably been a while since I've had a garage suitable to do a video from. You may or may not know we moved house earlier this year. It's December now. We moved in end of March, early April, and then promptly went straight off into Europe in the camper van. So I haven't really spent much time in the garage this summer or autumn, I guess. But I have busied myself this morning with a little project so that we can store our bike gear and have it available since we've moved. It's been in boxes in the shed, so we've had to go rummaging through for anything we want. But I'm just hoping that this will make life a little bit easier. Helmets, gloves and neck buffs, etc. And then all of our jackets, etc. to hang up and be available in the same space as the scooters themselves. So all being well, as we get the scooters out again, probably in the spring now, I should think, but who knows? Who knows? The bike stuff will be more readily accessible rather than thinking, oh, got to get the scooter out, got to go in the shed, got to find my helmet, got to find my jacket, got to find my gloves. It's all a bit better organised, just like it used to be at our old house. Change position, and you can see our scooters behind. Still got four. The fifth one, my GTS, we sold, blimey, last summer now. The time races by, doesn't it? Part exchanged it for a Yamaha XT motorbike that I then sold a little while ago because hadn't had a lot of use, but did serve me through the winter as a occasional commuter. Whole point of the video today is I want to do something a little bit different in the future. Our normal travel videos and scooter videos will carry on. I hope they do anyway. I love making them and we love getting out and about and sharing our stories, sharing our journeys. But what I really would like to do is to open the channel up for other people to share their journeys and stories too. So what I'd like to try and do is a monthly scooter chat, I suppose. A bit like a podcast, a bit of a general sort of chat about scooters, events, places, rides, people, most importantly the people who ride them, where people have been, what your favourite events have been in the past, what events you're looking forward to going to, what you're riding now, not just Vespers, all scooters, and what people's plans may be for future trips, because that's what it's all about as far as I'm concerned, is where are you going next and what are you going on. Recently had a lovely day out at the NEC with Gary Fowler. Claire and Julie had a day in Birmingham shopping and actually didn't spend anything, which I felt a bit suspicious about. But Gary and I also didn't spend anything, but had a day at Motorcycle Live, wandering around some of the displays, well, most of the displays. It was definitely a day for wearing walking shoes. Really interesting, I found, were the stands from both Royal Alloy and Lambretta. Particularly Royal Alloy, they're really pushing the boat out and promoting the brand. Not everybody's cup of tea, particularly if you've got a very strong Vespa bias, but you can't argue with the way they're marketing those scooters and the way they're pushing them out at these events too. They were at the Isle of Wight and they were offering people test rides and had a really impressive display. And sadly, nothing from Piaggio and nothing from Piaggio at Motorcycle Live either. Not the motorbikes, scooters, the Piaggio step-throughs, anything like that at all. Lambretta are a little bit different. They're imported by an organisation called MotoGP, so they fall in with a ensemble of other manufacturers, mainly some Chinese stuff. But the Lambretta rebrand, if you like, because they're not really made by Lambretta, are they? They're a Lambretta brand, because Innocenti went out of business in the 1970s, is getting stronger too. And whereas possibly a few years ago when they first came into the market, they were, dare I say, regarded as a bit of a joke. They're restyling them slightly now, and they're going down that retro route, very similar to the Royal Alloys, I guess. But they are selling scooters, and the important thing, I guess, in the marketplace with both Royal Alloy and Lambretta is they are considerably cheaper than the Vespa counterparts, you know, the 125s, 200s. Well, Vespa don't even make a 200, which is a telltale gap in the market. And the 300 stroke 310s, which I think Royal Alloy are actually branding as a 350. Although it is supposed to have the exact same brand new range of Piaggio engines, which I also believe are made in the Far East. But let me know your thoughts. I'd be very, very interested in getting some feedback on people who actually have the scooters, people who've looked at the scooters or considered them. I have been offered a test ride on a Royal Alloy. They have a local dealer in the lovely, lovely grounds of the Chateau Impney estate. So I'm hoping might go along and get a test ride in around the estate roads. And, you know, if the sun comes out, it'll be a lovely spot for doing a video. But yeah, I'd be really interested to hear what other people think about those. And also the lack of presence from Piaggio. Do they really care about the British market, the UK market? Is it relatively small for them? I know it's very, very Vespa generated rather than Piaggio scooters, and perhaps worldwide the Piaggio, you know, the Beverleys and Liberties are more widely selling than Vespas, and Vespas are a bit more of a niche. Clubs and events, I'd love to hear what you've got planned. Obviously British Vespa Club, we've got a couple of events on over the next year in 2027, particularly British Vespa Days is going to be in Bristol, which is the town where the Douglas Vespas were made. Next year also marks the 75th anniversary of the Douglas Vespa, and tickets for British Vespa Days are going on sale very, very early in the new year. I mean, this isn't a plug, but it really is going to be a cracking event. There's some superb guest speakers, including, all being well, Andreas Pinasco of the famous Pinasco tuning brand. Engines, brakes, suspension, wheels, etc. And I'm hoping, if you can see the one in the background here, my orange PX is fully Pinasco equipped with shock absorbers, a Pinasco 251 engine that has been mentioned in previous videos. Had thought about selling it, but I think I'm definitely going to keep it as long as up until the point we have British Vespa Days at least. And then you never know, I might even be able to convince him to autograph a side panel or something like that. But there's going to be a superb display pop-up museum of Douglas scooters as well, the Douglas Archive, and also a good display of the British Vespa Club's archive, which has been mothballed and in various places for some years. But then a lovely couple, Tim and Jane, have taken over the caretakership of the Vespa archive, and hoping that some of the interesting items will be available to view at various events next year, but they'll definitely be there at Bristol for British Vespa Days. Look out for tickets for that. Ostend is an event that I definitely know we're going to for European Vespisty Week. And if it's anything like as good a time as we had in Novi Sad, Serbia this summer, it's going to be a cracker. And there's over 200 UK visitors going from the Vespa Club of Britain, and up to date over 2,000 tickets sold. So that's sets to be probably one of the best European events of the year next year. It's the weekend before Vespa Alp Days, which if you follow our videos, you know that's an event we love too. So we may or may not find ourselves in Zell am See again. I hope we can. It's really, really worth going to. And I would recommend anybody, particularly if you're going from the UK to Ostend, to continue that trip out and do Alp Days in Austria. Not many Brits do Vespa Alp Days, and I would strongly, strongly recommend it. Definitely well worth doing once. And obviously Vespa World Days is going to be in Rome. Dates have been announced, third weekend of June, but still waiting on information from the World Club as to ticketing. But I know there's a World Club meeting in a couple of weeks' time that I will be participating in, and we'll find out what's going on from there. I'm hoping it's going to be better than the organisation sort of indicates it may be so far, in as much as 6 months away from the event, nobody even knows what the price is. There's no schedule and no tickets available as yet, but I'm sure it'll all come together. And Vespa World Days in Rome for the 80th anniversary of the inauguration of the Vespa scooter should be, on paper, an absolutely wonderful, superb event. Talking of anniversaries, British Vespa Club of Britain even, will be celebrating its 75th anniversary in 2027. So that's something to look forward to, and almost certainly there'll be some events on the cards. But yeah, we'll wait for that and see what plans get put in place. But in the meantime, I would really, really like to hear, particularly through these miserable, dull, wet, dark days, what your plans are, what your scooters are, what you've done this year, what you've hopefully maybe done last year, possibly your favourite event in the past. So let's have some photos, some chat, some maybe even some video clips, and yeah, be very, very interested to hear from you. I'll put the email address here, so anybody wants to send photos, clips, etc. in, you can email me. You can also reply to comments on this video, and I sort of have an Instagram account as well, but I haven't quite worked out Instagram. Perhaps I'm just a bit too old, but it's something I need to look into if we're going to be a bit more of a two-way street. But yeah, let's hope that Scooter Chat will catch on, and possibly we'll turn it into a monthly gathering, a monthly get together, and we can see what other people are up to too. So until then, and hopefully we'll get one out in the new year, have a great Christmas, have a lovely new year. Cheerio. Bye bye.